From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
So by now, you have all heard a lot about the Trump administration scoring a victory in regards to the federal lower courts not having jurisdiction over nationwide issues. Now, of course, that came into play with the Birthright Citizenship conversation, or the 14th Amendment, that basically said that all persons born or naturalized in the United States are citizens, right? Now, watch what Trump said about that.
File to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation. This was, in fact, it was the same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil War. It was meant for the babies of slaves, and it's so clean and so obvious. But this lets us go there and finally win that case, because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship, and it wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves. So thanks to this decision, we can now properly file to proceed with these numerous policies and those that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis, including birthright citizenship, ending sanctuary city funding, suspending refugee resettlement, freezing unnecessary funding, stopping federal taxpayers from paying for transgender surgeries, and numerous other priorities of the American people. We have so many of them. I have a whole list. I'm not going to bore you.
So, of course, you heard him say that was meant for the babies of slaves, right? And that it wasn't meant for everybody else to come over here and scam. That was his words, right? So, of course, there's a lot of people who are upset about that. Now, with that, we've also seen people saying, okay, well, now they can revoke the rights or the birthright citizenships of Black Americans. It's like, out of all the people that live here in the United States, they coming after our birthright citizenship. Now, of course, we know that amendment was made to say, hey, as you said, the babies of formerly enslaved people are citizens, because at first we were not considered that per the Dred Scott decision, right? Which basically said that we are not citizens, but that got done away with, that, for a lack of better words. And so now you have a lot of professionals and lawyers and things like that saying, well, you know, they could come after the birthright citizenships of Black Americans, because if they can get rid of it for everybody else, they can get rid of it for you. But the question is, where are we going to go? Where are they going to send us to? Nobody wants to answer that. Where are they going to send us to? We live here. We're born here. Many of our people got deep, 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 deep roots here, way back on the plantation. So where are we going to go? And out of all the people that live in the United States, they're just going to target Black Americans. Now, of course, we know that they are targeting immigrants, illegal immigrants, and their children and all that, basically saying because you are an illegal immigrant and you have a child here does not mean that you guys are citizens. That's what the Trump administration is saying, right? And so, again, they're going to potentially take our citizenship away. So they're not going to take away Asians, the Hispanics that, were born here and that are truly citizens, or anybody else, white people. They're not going to get rid of their citizenship. Why is it just Black Americans? Oh, I know why. Because a lot of people are mad that Black Americans won't get involved, that we won't get out there and march or protest. They're mad that we're just saying, well, it ain't got nothing to do with us. Yeah, they're mad at some Black Americans that are saying good. We're glad that Trump is making the difference and saying this was created for the babies of formerly enslaved people. It wasn't created for all this that we're seeing going on now. Now, of course, a lot of people saying, well, what about the part where it says all citizens? Well, was that the original intent of it when it was made? Many will argue that it was not. But again, this is another case of they want to step all over Black Americans to go rescue and save everybody else. Forget Black Americans, right? They're not important. We're just going to, cry about everybody else. Take notes, Black Americans. The people who are doing that, a lot of them are in Washington and they are masquerading as Black leaders and they're not. You take notes. The next time they go and say, hey, I'm up for re-election, you guys would come out and vote for me. Like, nah, you get those people that you fighting for to do it. Oh, they can't because they're not really citizens. Now, are they? Anyway, now let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, the Demetra